Hi, I'm Delusion Dispeller, continuing on with our topic. The narcissist wants to find out all he or she can about their prey in order to establish a pseudo-connection with them, as narcissistic supply. The victim is believing that the connection is mutual and loving, and that the narcissist wants a close friendship with them, in which there are all the normal, reasonably expected sharing, forgiving, loving, and giving times that's in a normal relationship. Sadly, the narcissist does not and never did have the same intentions toward his or her victim. His or her only reason for entering the relationship was to groom their supply person. Once the narcissist has that victim drained of whatever the narcissist wanted, like a vampire, the narcissist flies off into the night to seek their next victim. During this time, the narcissist will become very dismissive, absent, cold, and unavailable. This is the devaluation phase. During this time, the narcissist begins to do the complete opposite of what he or she did in the beginning idealization phase. He or she becomes critical, dissatisfied with everything the victim does. All of the victim's efforts to be good enough are never good enough. The poor victim starts feeling neglected and therefore depressed, lonely, confused, and even angry. This causes the narcissist to look down on him or her as being weak. The victim only experiences this as, oh, what could I do differently? How can I make them love me? How can I make them care again like they used to? You can't. That's the answer to that. And that, again, is not Christianity. Christianity is not something where the person you love mistreats you and then has you falling over yourself to try to figure out why you got mistreated. That's not Christian. That's not godly. That's not biblical. Finally, at this stage, the narcissist throws the victim away like a dead mouse when a cat realizes the game got less challenging or the game is finally over. For me, this is what this looked like. The last day at the narcissist's house, when I finally confronted her and asked what the heck just happened over the last 5 weeks. Obviously, we can't be in the same room for more than a few minutes without you needing to shun or mock or punish me in some way. So why? What did I do to you that you would treat me like this? I don't get it. She finally came clean and told on herself. She said, you don't know the difference between Godiva chocolates or Hershey's chocolate. We have nothing in common. You settle for second best. You don't know how to dress. You don't know how to do your hair. You don't have self-esteem, no self-worth. In other words, you don't make me look good. At this stage, the narcissist has dismissed the victim, in my case, me, from their thought processes. She had already decided, I'm done with you. It didn't work out. I'm done. There is no let's work on it. Nothing. The victim is left upset, disillusioned, sad, disappointed, and empty. He or she begins to try repairing things and wanting to figure out why this all went on. And there is the delusion. There's nothing to repair. There never was anything there to begin with. It was all an illusion, and you are now suffering from the delusion that it was something you did, and it wasn't. Again, not godly behavior, not Christianity, totally against the law of love in the Bible, totally. The next thing, rebellion. Rebellion in the Bible is called as the sin of witchcraft. If you notice, many of these things I've talked about are definitely manipulation and control techniques, which is common in witchcraft. Narcissists often do not obey authorities. They do not recognize as powerful. So if a narcissist sees a police officer, they may or may not obey the law. It depends if in the narcissist's mind that person is seen as an authority figure that has a lot of power and could take them out of the game, so to speak. In my case, my ex-husband definitely respected police officers. That was the one thing he did bow to. But most narcissists feel entitled and above the law, and that the law doesn't apply to them. So they do what they please. They're stubborn and impulsive on the inside, but they show a willingly submissive exterior when it suits their purposes. There's a saying that the eyes are the window to the soul. The narcissist uses their eyes to charm and punish very easily. They'll use their eyes and their bodies to gain position and advantage over their peers with other authorities, and will use them to punish one of their supply source victims for not doing as they wanted. It's all about making them look good. And when an authority or the narcissist victim ruins their plan to have the light shine on their false self, retaliation will be the result. Stay tuned.